I'm giggling already. The thought of this food just makes me giggle. Welcome to another episode of Dope Crew Bites. Today we're talking about oxtail. I love it. The people that know me knows how much I love it, and I hope you do too. If you never try it, you gotta try out this recipe. And I'm gonna tell you how I cook it. That's coming right up. So like I said, welcome to another episode where we're talking about oxtail today. Just so tasty, ridiculously tasty. I'm giggling already. The thought of it just makes me smile. It just comforts my soul. Anyway, let's get to it. For your oxtail, you're gonna need oxtail, obviously. About a kilo of oxtail would do. That will feed 2 or 3 people. The smaller the bits, the better. But sometimes you can't get the smaller bits. You go with the bigger bits. So you're gonna need oxtail. You're gonna need some salt to season. A tablespoon. That will be for a kilo. It might seem like a little bit of salt, but because of the thickness of the meat, you need the salt to go all the way through for a perfect seasoning. Chili flakes, about 1 teaspoon. Paprika, I tend to use both smoked and hot paprika, but if you're not really into hot food or spicy, you can adjust the proportion a little bit. And it's optional as well. If you're not into paprika, don't bother. Fresh tarragon is great if you've got access to it, but you can use the one in the jar as an alternative. 1 teaspoon as well. Shallot or onion, half of that is adequate. Cloves of garlic, you can peel it and just throw it in. You don't have to grate it or slice it. It's totally optional. Thyme, 1 teaspoon of thyme, or if you've got fresh thyme as well, you can do about 4 stems of fresh thyme. White pepper, black pepper, 1 teaspoon of each. A knob of butter, and then beef stock. You're gonna need the beef stock because you're gonna cook the meat in a stock. About 200 ml of beef stock, and you're just gonna need a tin foil to cover your dish when it goes into the oven. So let's get on to the instructions now. Seasoning. I think a lot of people don't enjoy food because they don't season their food well. And seasoning takes time. It takes using the right ingredient. And it could be as simple as just using salt and black pepper. But in this particular one, we're going to need salt. So we're going to use salt, tarragon, chili flakes, paprika, and just marinate it. Get your hands into it. Put it in the fridge. Let it rest for about 40 minutes. Once that is ready, get it out. Put a pan on your hob or your gas or whatever. Heat up the pan, let's say, with a little bit of vegetable oil or olive oil. Add your shallots, add your garlic. Once you start seeing some coloration on the shallots and the garlic, add your meat in. Once your meat goes in, add your knob of butter. While all this is going on, put your oven on. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees, right? So keep turning the meat. Keep your eye on it. You're looking for a golden coloration on the meat. Not too overcooked, not high down the cook, but perfect sealing on that meat. Once all that goes in, add your thyme in. If you got fresh thyme or thyme in a jar, add that in. Everything is looking luscious. Everything is looking beautiful. You can smell it at this point. The smell of the herbs, the smell of the meat is just phenomenal. So once all that is done, turn it off. Once you see that golden color, that's what we're looking for. Turn the gas off. Transfer all the contents of that pan. There's gonna be some juice there. There's gonna be butter. There's gonna be oil. There's gonna be thyme. Transfer all that into a dish. Leave it aside. Let it just rest. Your oven is already on at 200 degrees. Put your kettle on. Make a solution of 200 ml of beef stock cubes. You're gonna need 2 stock cubes here. So make up a solution of 200 ml. Transfer that 200 ml of stock onto your dish. So your meat will probably be sitting, 1/3 of it will be sitting in those juices. And if you've got a particular big dish, you can adjust the volume of solution you use. So transfer everything to the dish, add with your stock, cover it up in foil, layer it up. 2 or 3 layers of foil will be good. Cover it up, seal it up properly, transfer into the oven. adjust the temperature back to 150 degrees, set your timer to 4 hours, and wait for the countdown. Wait for that countdown and the job is done. This oxtail is phenomenal. You can have it as it is like that. You can have it with mashed potatoes with gravy. You can have it with potatoes. You can have it in a sandwich, or even better, in a curry. Oh my Lord. In a curry is fantastic. I've got a perfect curry recipe for you guys as well. If you need that curry recipe, let me know. But try out this recipe first and let me know how good the oxtail turns out. The oxtail needs to be tender. It needs to be falling off the bone. If it isn't, something is wrong. So test it out. Let me know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until the next one. And enjoy the oxtail, by the way. Ta-da.